There are quite a few jokes, often to do with social class or language. For example, Mrs. Vaughan-Jones, Larry's mother, is taken aback when Dai, who's visiting and having cups of tea, says, "I've been admiring your chest, Mrs. Vaughan-Jones." And she says, "I beg your pardon." And Larry chips in with, "He means the coffer, mummy." "Oh, yes, that's been in the family since 1657, she said. Dai speaks his own Ponty English. He's very critical of other people, particularly his older brother, Steve, who's a lecturer at a university in England. Because Steve, he spent 3 or 4 years in America, affects an American twang. Dai, by the way, lands a job at the University of Glamorgan. But we won't go into that, not in the presence of these people here. He uses a lot of youth speak, of which I've made a special study, mainly by eavesdropping and looking it up on the web, and estuary, which most people speak these days, and internet jargon. They text one another. I've tried in this novel to say something about Wales in these post-devolution times, and the part particularly that English speakers play in it, or could play in it. The main themes are social class, loss of community, personal and national identity, sexual behaviour, the rundown of the valleys, and Cardiff's role as the youngest capital in Europe. It's also about the stories that we tell about ourselves. This struck me when I thought of the word chwedlaya, wylia, to speak in the Gwentian dialect. Wylia, to speak, wylia Cymraeg, comes from chwedlaya, which is based on the word chwedl, a legend. So the legends that we tell ourselves. It's also about the extent to which we can accept as truth what is truth, said Pilate. To what extent can we trust what other people say? As Dai puts it, we do all tell stories, don't we? Now, this is a lot to take on in a novel. A first novel, as it happened. It's a bit late for me at 70, publishing a first novel. It's about a likeable, intelligent, but sometimes obnoxious young man who has opinions on a lot of things that he doesn't know much about. He's sure to get up a lot of people's noses. What he does know is who he is and what he's doing, although he's often confused by what other people say. He sticks to his guns in proclaiming to the world, "I'm Dai Dando." I am, from the Coica in Ponty. Yeah, Dai Dando. That's where I get my title from. I thought, since you're still here, I would read the first section of the first chapter, as it were, to give you a taste of what it sounds like. As I said, a lot of this is going on in Dai's head. So every time I say something which in fact only Dai can hear, I've got to put my hand over my ear like this, all right? The rest of the time is straight narrative. I hope I can hear myself when I do that. Yes, perhaps I'll do that. Okay, when I do that, it's interior monologue. I bet you've never heard that before, have you, in a reading? Is that a first, you think? Dai Dando got in from work about 10 minutes ago. This grotty bedsit in Andrew Street is where he hangs out. He's about to open a tin of Heinz beans but can't find the thingy. Just then someone rings the bell. It's a warm evening in late August and he's stripped to the waist. The weather this summer has been dismal. The wettest since records began, it said in the Echo. But he still has a tan from a fortnight spent in Lanzarote. Turning down the 6 o'clock news with the remote, he goes to see who's there. It's a girl with a clipboard. Hard to say how old. The bulb on the landing is on the blink again. 24, 25, blondish, though you never can tell these days. Noswaith dda, good evening. Hi. Plaid Cymru, the party of Wales. Yeah, I know what Plaid Cymru means. It's dead obvious. I keep forgetting. I don't do that. It's dead obvious from the green and yellow stickers on her bobble hat which party she's from. The elections are coming up, though this is the first time I've seen anyone canvassing in this part of North Cardiff like. Ringalw o ran y gangen leol, and calling on behalf of the local branch. Why the fuck do they have to say everything twice? Yeah, I remember a bit of Welsh from Coed y Lan. Of course I do. Dai Dando yw fe enw I. Rydw i'n byw yn Pen Coedca. Or is it Pen Coedca? Esgusodwch fi, miss, gai fynd i'r tŷ bach, cei o'n brysio rwan, mae'n bwrw glaw yn sofor iawn, got that one right. Sut wyt ti, Dafydd? Da iawn, diolch, Miss Rhys. I used to talk a bit to old Mr. Parry across the landing, from Bethesda he was. Nice old bloke, a bit hard to understand sometimes, especially when he talked like. He used to give me a bag of peanuts every Tuesday for putting out his wheelie the night before, till I found out he'd been sucking the chocolate off of Maltesers. Yeah, well, but this boiling lark's gone way too far. I've had it up to here, I have. I am going to say this again and slowly so you will understand what I am saying. Why the hell can't they talk English and leave it at that? Get this, love, no one round here talks Welsh. There's more who talk Klingon than Welsh. At least the Cohen Mormons and those Jehovah Dribbers stick to one language like. She hands him a leaflet. Cheers. Pretty girl, great smile. I hope we can count on your vote at the City Council elections. He's half expecting her to say the same thing again in Welsh, but she only smiles. Fair complexion, blue eyes. Adam Trahan's an excellent candidate, and he needs all the support he can get. You can say that again. High cheekbones, good teeth. They don't do sardonic, these extremists. Land of North and no hope of applied. And going by the number of red and yellow posters plastering the windows of Andrew Street, Adam Trehan haven't got a snowballs. Down in Pontcanna now, where the young media lot are thick on the ground, yeah. Or in Riverside, where the Bangladeshis have gone over to the Nats big time, maybe. It's Cardiff stand down there. Or even up in the posh parts like Whitchurch and Rubina among the Cracha. Well, okay, but not round here. Oh no, not in Land of North, love. Not in Ystum Coen Tar. This is donkey territory, see. Solid working class. Labour's bound to get in again. They always do, don't they? Get a grip. Right, I'll think about it. Cheers. Gorgeous. Still smiling, she goes across the landing to the bedsit next door. That's where old Mr. Parry lives. He's dead. Nice legs. She nevertheless tries to stuff a leaflet through the letterbox. Fuck me, they don't give up, do they? Time for a change, make a difference, every vote counts. Vote for Adam Trehan, trust him, he'll always let you down. Vote for Cardiff and Wales, it's not too late. Yeah, well it is for old Mr. Parry, poor bugger. They don't have voting where he's gone. No trouble with your false teeth. No rates, nor a litter problem. No hoodies shouting in the street late at night. No people hassling you to put your trust in someone you've never seen like God and stuff. He goes back to the kitchen, chucks the leaflet into the black plastic bag under the borscht, lights the gas ring, finds the thingy at last, makes himself beans on toast, and settles down on the sofa to watch Wales Today.